Hi, chemistry students and to the chemistry parents. I just wanted to welcome you to my class, and I try to do it here on my whiteboard. I'm modifying my video, so welcome to my class. Trying to modify last year's video that I made and integrating different parts to it. So you might hear me refer in later parts on the video some things about being digitally at home, and of course we're coming back to the classroom. So the other parts about you'll see about my family and about my history, where I used to teach, take note of that, but I wanted to at least give you an updated version of me from today, August of 21, in the video. So I'd like to welcome you to the class, and very excited about teaching. This is my 17th year here at Central and my 26th year overall, I believe, here at overall teaching, and I really enjoy teaching. I love working with high school kids. I'm excited about the new year. I'm so excited to have you in the classroom the first day of school, and from the moment go, we're going to do chemical reactions and do a lot more during second semester, but we will be doing a lot of labs and experiments during the fall, but much more during second semester that we'll be doing a lot of chemical reactions live. I like to make it as much as possible hands-on, live, interacting and learning from the subject and not just reading about it and learning about it from a book. So I'm looking forward to showing you all the chemistry for the year. So let me move on to the next part of the video where you'll see a little bit of the schedule, and I'm going to be actually flipping the camera and showing you a schedule on the whiteboard and some other things, and including some chemical demos that I'll be doing with your students, with your children. Kids as well can watch this video as well to see what upcoming experiments or chemical reactions I'm going to show in the classroom as well. So let me flip it over and you'll see me and hear my voice at least in the other parts of the video. Have a great day, and please take a look at the syllabus, digital syllabus I have. I'm actually going to have a paper syllabus that you're picking up, but also be digital that I'll be emailing out, along with the lengthy syllabus I'm going to give out to the kids this week in class. Has all the details about attendance and discipline and late work, what happens with late work, all the little details in more explaining fashion. I will be emailing that out to each parent, but this is just a short and simple handout you're getting on open house night. So I'll keep in touch. Email me when you can. Join my remind, and I can text you back for both student and for parent. Have a great day. Hi, so this is another part of the video I wanted to put with what I just finished, introducing a picture or video of myself, but I wanted to highlight some important things about just equipment that we're going to be using. This is a poster I have in the room, and we are obviously going to use a thermometer. We're going to use equipment where we're going to be filtering at some point with the watch glass down below, and we have a ring stand and a funnel, and we're also going to use a Bunsen burner. We're going to light Bunsen burners. We're going to be working with acids and bases and test tubes. So I just wanted to give you a highlight of equipment. The biggest thing that I really emphasize in the classroom is the attitude is one of the most important things when you're coming into class, hoping that you have a great attitude. I'm going to have a positive attitude. I know there's a lot of things going on with your lives, and I'm here to support you in any way, but I really think an attitude is a little thing that makes a big difference. So I'll try to be positive, hoping that life is going well, that your daily thoughts will be positive as well. So also, big thing that I've done is I really want you to think of chemistry as where you're going to be trying with chem is try. So that's a really big phrase and philosophy of how I teach the course, because I really think there's a lot about the course with just trying and practicing, and I'm going to be there coaching you the whole way. So to share a little bit chemistry-wise, I thought I'd go ahead and get some stuff out, and I got to put my goggles on. Okay, so I'm going to flip my goggles on, coming up over here to get them on. But I wanted to show you some things that we'll simply do, as simple as lighting and working with the candle. We're going to be burning candles, okay? Simply burning a candle would be some of the science, the chemistry that we're going to be doing, okay? So we could be burning a candle, you know, and maybe I'll be asking you to maybe use a candle at home. I'm hoping that's a possibility that you could do that. I don't know technically, you know, what exactly we'll be doing. I know what we'll be doing, but just how we can adapt it to home. A lot of things will be done on video. We could simply be boiling water like I'm doing here on our hot plates. Again, a lot of the labs this first quarter could definitely be more on video. Be working with different chemicals, and this is one in particular with sugar. I'm going to put it with water to dissolve the sugar in water, and I'm also going to put some strong acid in to show how sugar can react in that. It's going to be a really cool setup. So let me show you the water. Just going to put some water in here, let it dissolve. Okay, and then I'm also going to add this sulfuric acid to the sugar and try to add it in and then try to dissolve both. Try to show you both. So I'm just setting it up here. It's basically dissolving in, getting wrapped around the water. So just like when you put sugar in tea, I probably use a lot of sugar compared to what you do use in iced tea. But let me go ahead and show you when you do it with trying to add it to sugar and add acid to sugar and trying to stir it at the same time I'm holding my phone to videotape. So, but it's really cool if you give it a couple seconds here to react. I'm trying to get all the sugar to be interacting with the acid, so be patient here. There is a time delay here, so just a little bit more patience. It's really cool because it's actually going to react and it's like taking out the carbon out of sugar. You can see a little bit of bubbling. Here it goes. Here it goes. Really cool. And it does the steaming, foaming kind of reaction, but what's doing it, it's dehydrating, taking out all the water out of sugar. So this is dissolving it in water, and this is in the strong acid. So thought I'd show you that a lot of our experiments are like this. And later in the year, I'll be asking you, what should I have done? Where should I have done this reaction in? I will re-show that at that point during the year when we get into safety. So here you go. I think it's going to be a really awesome year with all the chemistry experiments that we'll be doing in reactions. Looking forward to the sharing with all these other experiments. Here's my family. My oldest John, my daughter Jamie, my other son Josh, and Jordan, and they're both out of high school now. These are kind of older pictures, but here is a really recent Christmas picture with my family here. So I'm a kind of a busy mom, but most of my children are now much older, and my youngest daughter Jamie is a senior, and all my kids attended Jonathan Alder High School. Here is some pictures of all the students I've had over the years. I kind of highlight their pictures in the classroom. Some of them are pretty many years ago, but some I've just found and collected here in the classroom. In my history, I've taught, and I said 25 years previously in the video, and I wanted to tell you that I started and was raised in West Ohio, but I went and got my degree at a High Northern. I happened to be in the marching band. This is me in the marching band. I played the cornet. Here is my friend Alice and me at a football game. There's me and Alice. And then here's the mascot for the High Northern School. It was a really great place. I got my biology and chemistry degree and my teaching license at a High Northern. Then I went to Ohio State for my master's degree in science. I actually was in a PhD program working under Dr. Marita King. And this is me back then in the probably later early 90s, and all of the people I did science with. I did research on proteins from cow brains, is where I worked with brain tissue. So my protein was called calcineurin. So I studied that for several years and came to teach. And my first teaching job was at the town of Bluffton, Indiana. This would happen to be the place that I actually had my first child, John. I was having a baby shower. They did a baby shower for me, my students here in Bluffton. This is back in 93. And then I came back closer to home, which is close to Sydney. I taught here for 7 years. This is one of my last classes before I took some time off to be with my 3 boys and then had my 4th child, Jamie. So this is me with my students back. I think I left there in 2002. And then I've been at Central since 2005. Here are some pictures I've collected over the years, not very many, but here we're making ice cream. Here we're tie-dyeing. And here with a couple students, I'm doing an AP lab with Kristen, and I believe, I think her name was Heather. And we're doing a really crazy experiment. But we had to use paper towels and gloves and goggles and whatnot, but it was a really cool experiment. But, well, this is a little bit about here, my kind of history. Just wanted to put that on with the video, and I'm really looking forward to more science, more hands-on labs as soon as we get back to the classroom.